welcome to another Minecraft video. Obviously, as the title says, this is my 100 days in my hardcore world. Nice. So obviously the start is going to be pretty much your standard start.
I just need him to kind of.
And you can, if you mind the background noise, it cuts out a little bit later in the video, but I was in a Discord with my buddies. It's kind of cool.
I'm gonna.
And honestly, this village, it was nice to have so close to spawn, but it was honestly kind of crap as far as loot goes. Wasn't very helpful. But my skin is real nice.
Why can't our quest report access?
They're playing
No.
Hearts of Iron, so that's what they're talking about in the background.
Oh, what?
There was some adult language going on, so I muted this part of the recording, but I mean, it's not like anything's going on, so not really a big deal. After getting my stone pickaxe, I went out and tried to decide where I wanted to build my base. And it's kind of cool. There's a flowery forest right next to my
I mean, that bunker,
spawn.
though, will help you hold
And then I
somewhat.
saw it right there, up in the right corner. And obviously, you don't want to be awake at night during hardcore when you have no armor or anything, so made it priority to make a bed. And I just went and found a little cave and, cozied up for the night. And no one really wants to see all the material gathering, so I spent a couple of days, getting wood and cobblestone. Then I started building my house. And it was enjoyable to build. Obviously, it'd be a lot nicer if I had some scaffolding, but I was really pleased with how it turned out. Yeah, it was a fun build.
Let me try something to
Still playing
increase
Hearts of
tension.
Iron.
Not do anything.
What'd you do?
They were trying to start a war.
It's a short.
This is essentially the finished product,
How do I put
at least
this?
the inside of
I have
the main portion of
currently-
my house, bed and everything. Just
Waiting
putting some final
for you.
touches on it. I don't have all my utility in there, but yeah, that's not a huge deal. So obviously the next order of business was going mining to get some iron and upgrade my tools.
They should just keep that forever in shame.
I think there was like a notice that it's probably going to be that next year too.
Washington football
Moment of
team.
silence for all mascots. And a fallen brother. We're in business, gentlemen.
Are we? I thought we were in construction. I thought we were under construction.
I found diamond.
Are you sick? Can eating sperm cause pregnancy?
Ma'am,
Obviously, a food supply is very important in hardcore world. You don't want to only game when you can starve to death in, so I made a little, pretty modest farm. Obviously, what's a farm though without some livestock?
I would be
so
dope.
went around and gathered up some chickens and
Windhelm.
cows, pigs, and sheep.
House of Clan.
And this barn I
Clan
built, it's the
Shadow
first time I've
Shoot.
actually built a barn in a long time. And I was pretty happy with how it turned out. It's not completely done right. Dude, what is wrong with this cow? I was focused on getting my livestock together because I need to get a lot of leather. Straight up, this cow is took me a while to figure it out, but they were getting stuck on the ladders because it's on both sides. It's kind of a weird. Oh gosh, what's it called? Oh, mechanic. That's what it's called. That was close. Yeah, so if I had fallen down that, I definitely would have died. Very, very lucky. That would have been the end of it.
That's my bed.
Hey Colton, we playing Call of Duty?
I couldn't get these guys to
no.
come through the gate, so just broke the
Dude,
broke
I
the
just want
fence.
to play Call of Duty with you. I don't want to actually have to talk to you.
Kind of annoying, but not a huge deal.
What? It's like I just.
The only logical way to
Press
live in this
BP
world is
filter.
without rules.
I like that. This is basically the finished product of my barn. I haven't decided what I'm actually going to do with that upper space yet. Right now I'm storing some hay bales up there. Maybe I'll put some maps up there or something. So everyone knows, once you get your diamond, next order of business when you're trying to beat the game is to go to the nether. So, gotta collect my obsidian. And then I built this storage room and just spent a couple days organizing all my crap-filled chests so that you know, it's nice and neat. Last time I went to the Nether, I got absolutely wrecked, at least in hardcore mode, by a bunch of wither skeletons. So I wanted to make sure that this time before I went, I had at least full diamond armor, and if I could, enchant. And so I went on that quest to get a bunch of leather, and did some enchanting.
Blaze real close to me.
And it took me forever to find a fortress. Yeah, I was looking for over an hour to find another fortress. It was very unfortunate. And my nether spawn wasn't great, the terrain wasn't very helpful, and it's in Soul Sand Valley, so that's not great either. And immediately where I found the nether fortress, it's right next to a blaze spawn, and there were already like 6 spawners when I got there. I obviously didn't see that wither skeleton up in the corner. That startled me quite a bit. And I was very worried I was going to die right here. You know, put on that gamer face and went to town. Get wrecked. Fortunately, that first place, spawner did not give me very many rods, so I found a second one. I probably spent like 20 minutes trying to get a bunch of rods, and I ended up leaving with 13. And I had to find my way back to my portal, which was a hassle in and of itself because it went through a basalt delta to get to the fortress. And I killed a bunch of endermen to gather some pearls. And I figured if I was going to prepare for the end, I might as well kill some phantoms to make some feather falling potions. I was hesitant to kill this pillager because I wasn't sure if it would give me the banish status or whatever it is, but I figured since he didn't have a thing, I'd be fine. And then the next order of business, this was probably around day 40 or day 50, I started building a wall to make the village secure so I could trade with them and fight off some raids later on. Just kind of going around my world looking for stuff, and I decided because I wasn't getting really any villager groups looking around, I forget what they're called, to trigger a raid by killing a boss, that I'd go and try and find a villager outpost. And I found a couple of ruined nether portals. I really like Crying Obsidian. I think it's super cool looking. So just ran around and eventually I find one. There's my boat. This was kind of cool though. What the heck? It's a little ways from my house, about 1,500 blocks from my base. But yeah, mushroom fields. Mushroom Field Shore. This is actually only the second time I've found a mushroom fields in a game, so I was pretty excited. It was kind of cool. No, I haven't. Dang it. See in the background there are some an easy 100-day or some ice spikes or glaciers, which I think you can get packed ice from. If not, you can always go in and You can craft blue pack dice, I believe. And right here, I'm just writing down the coordinates of the mushroom field so I can come back and build another portal for quick access. Wait, what? That really
I thought
confused
mobs
me.
aren't supposed to spawn
'Cause
here.
I'm 90% sure they're not supposed to spawn on mushroom fields, but there was one there. And I eventually found a pillager outpost, and it took forever. That's what we're looking for. And
Ooh, a temple.
right next to it was a desert temple.
Garbage.
I don't know why it took me so long to decide on what to get rid of. I should have dropped the terracotta and the cobblestone and dirt. Like, I didn't need any of that. The only reason I was holding on to the armor is because I wanted to take the enchantments off and get the XP. Like, overall, I got pretty lucky with the number of enchanted books in the chests, but none of them, excuse me, were very good, so it wasn't a huge win.
Take me to your leader.
Get that one bottle of enchanting for all that work.
I don't need that.
And unfortunately for me, I spent about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, looking for this thing.
There's a dude with.
And I guess that's including the trip back, so an hour one way, 45 minutes to an hour. And none of these guys had a pillager banner on them, which was really annoying. That kind of startled me with how many pillagers were right here trying to shoot me. So I made my daring escape. I don't know how that guy got shot. But having realized there were no boss guys, I left. I just thought this was kind of cool view. You could see the actual base. That's my storage room in the front. And we did some off-screen mining, or building, excuse me, and just made a bridge over to the village directly. And a pillager scouting team eventually did show up, and I actually was able to trigger a raid, which was cool. On a side note, it was very sad. Alright, let's get my exploration to find a pillager outpost.
Why is this guy?
I accidentally dropped
How did
my
they spawn inside?
Fortune 3 Efficiency 4 mending pickaxe in the ocean somewhere. And I forgot to look for it to find it. So that sucked. That was really annoying because all the pillagers kept, or illagers I guess because witches are in there, kept getting in front of the Ravager, so I couldn't hit him with my arrows. And then I ran out of arrows, so that was not fun. Invokers are actually the worst things in the game. I hate them so much. Yes, I mean, the fact that they spawn the Vexes is annoying. I was not expecting there to be two evokers in there, and as you can see, I came very close to dying. Yeah, I was going to be very upset, but the Totem of Undying that I killed from the first one came in clutch. Then by the final wave of the raid, I had gotten 3 dogs, and it was pretty much cake at that point, once I killed the evokers. And by this time it was about day 70, so I wanted to start preparing to go to the end, and so I brewed a bunch of potions. I brewed a couple potion of strength, some potions of feather falling, or slow falling, excuse me, and I brewed some potions of regeneration. Oh, my bad, 84.
What day is it?
84? Okay, 16 days. So you can see my beard looks very weird in this clip. I have no flint left, so I gotta... I spent basically the next 3 days just preparing to go to the end, getting all my tools set, and making sure my armor wasn't going to break on me. As I said earlier, I ran out of arrows, so I had to go and collect as many as I could prior to going to the end, because I didn't have enough chickens or flint to build arrows. Oh. So you don't want the stars. Oh, like you're a 5-star fugitive type of thing? FBI's most wanted? Dude, this horse is being a real bees. He must have heard me because he started complying right after it. See, how fast are you? Well, you're faster than running, I suppose. I actually don't know if it ended up being faster than running because I kept running into stuff. Particularly
go that
trees.
way.
And on my trusty steed, I went off to find the end. Well, the fortress. Okay, so it's right
Obviously
there. That was with a cross-reference
And it popped.
from previous
But
pro.
I have 11,
or
so
I had
we
thrown.
only need 1 to be filled in. Now let's just go down here.
I prepared so much just because I really wanted to make sure that I didn't lose my hardcore world fighting the Ender Dragon. That would just make me really mad. So I took all the necessary precautions.
Oh, there's something to my left. Oh, that's a silverfish, actually. Hey, we found... Easy.
See, I was very
Light
lucky.
work.
But thank you. And if you'll notice, there's only one Eye of Ender in the portal. So it was a very good thing that I held on to those final Eye of Enders. Yeah. Or Ender Eyes? No, Eye of Enders, yeah, I think that's
That's off.
And the fact that there was a
Oh,
library.
look, there's a
actually
library
was
right
crazy.
there.
There actually
That's
also was an abandoned mine shaft right underneath the library, which was kind of cool. I didn't go explore it. I figured I'd save it for later because I was just focused on getting to the end. Just getting some final food, and I was ready to go. Alright, let's do this. I think the portal looks super cool. I don't like how fuzzy it is with the shaders. So, you know, obviously it went to work, blowing up his end crystals. I think that's what they're called. You know, his regeneration boxes.
Oh, my potion of slow falling has ended. Get me close.
As you can see, I'm going up to the top of a lot of the pillars. I was not very good at the crystal part, which led to me running out of arrows pretty early on in the fight, so I could only kill the dragon when it came down to this part, and I only had a sharpness 2 sword, so it took a little while, probably about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes, because he would go after 3. But I eventually outlasted him. And I got, I want to say 8 or 10 bottles of Dragon's Breath, which was kind of cool. I think you use them to make bottles of enchanting, but I'm not positive.
It's actually the first time I've ever beaten the end in hardcore.
It's the most
And that's a
days I've
fact.
survived in Hardcore World, honestly. So with that in mind, or that accomplishment, I just logged off for the day and then got back on the next day. I need to look up how to harvest
Talking
that.
about the
Ender dragon egg. I don't remember, how do you skip it? No, that's how. I think it's super nice. It takes you back to your spawn point rather than your back to the portal. And this is the 100th day of my Hardcore World. And to celebrate it,
So
I
you have
decided
chosen
to sacrifice a cow to Notch. I built this little little fire altar. Come along. Just quoting
really need to get a
Sauron
lead.
there when that cow came out. It's kind of ironic because he came from the back. Chose his own demise. I guess I didn't think that part through. This was annoying. I couldn't open the trapdoors for some reason, so I just had to break them. Whatever. For Notch. And then I decided to have myself a little celebratory feast with some steak, potatoes, and a little cake afterwards. And that's the end of my world, or 100 days I should say. Look forward to the 200 day episode. This is what I've done so far, and hope you enjoy this episode. See you then.